Alrighty. So I think I will continue working on the xenomorph, the alien, Setzer, do it live. How are you doing, Setzer? So let's go to the enemy script and the xenomorph. Wait for this to load. I thought about playing the Darkenstein. That looks pretty cool. Doing good. That's good. How is your game coming along? Still waiting for that playable demo. Okay, so constant force is now that. I'm going to do the front hold check from the area check, right? I believe this still functions as normal. You clicked on, are you on the vertical one right now? I don't know if it shares the chat. I think I'm gonna have to make a, now you're in the right one. I think I'm gonna have to make a vertical thumbnail. Like it won't just take, how can I show it? YouTube. It won't just take like this image because it's not the right size. It has to be like one of these. So yeah. Where do you see? Okay, so it doesn't merge chat that way. Although it also doesn't seem to merge chat in the vertical feed. Oh well, like the chat that shows up here shows up here. I'm not gonna sweat it. It is what it is. Okay, so in default action, I am going to do a do I want to do it after the force is applied? So like at the beginning of this? Or here, so I can do like here, I can do a, like if we're grounded, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's right, Nightbot. You'd think it would sync. It's not the same stream though. I'm technically like dual streaming. Both streams though are going to YouTube. One's the vertical and one's the regular. I think I can pull this over without. So like this is my regular feed, and then over here is my vertical feed, and I have two streams going on right now to YouTube. It just occurred to me one day, like, hey, wait, if I can dual stream and I can stream in vertical, why don't I just do both of my streams to YouTube? I could probably do like also to Kick and not to, but not really interested in wasting energy, electricity. Okay, so do I do that here? Yeah, so I'll say if none of those words was if. Okay. If area check dot is grounded, is true. And area check dot front has front hole. That's it. Is true. Then we're gonna jump. And I think what I'm going to do is apply this to the relative velocity just to see what happens, and then I'll do like inside the regular update, I'll move relative velocity back to 0, and maybe that will do something. Let's see. Okay. Sounds like my son is home already, or it's a neighbor. Nope, it's my son. Hey, buddy.
Hi. I actually got home at a reasonable time today.
I see that. How was work?
It's okay. I was supposed to get out at 8, but
2 hours later?
Yeah.
Well, an hour and a half?
Yeah, it was. Somebody broke the belt.
Was that you?
No.
Oh.
No, it wasn't me. But my superior called him an ass. Yeah, he got his ass chewed out.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's leftovers.
Okay.
Hamburger helper.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say velocity constant force dot relative force dot x equals, we'll say move speed. Oh no, we want y, right? Y. Can we just say, if we say 9.81, which is positive gravity, right, that's not gonna work. I need like a relative velocity and a regular velocity. So I'm gonna rename this force, and then I'm gonna have another one vector to relative force. You're not sure you're finishing the game jam in time? That's sad. I thought it was already done. I thought I missed like the end. Wouldn't last weekend be the end of the MIG jam? Okay, so now I can say just relative velocity equals that. And then constant force equals new velocity. That would be gravity. Do I want to apply relative forces here? Or down at the bottom, like after I'm done collecting everything? Oh, how about right here? Oh. I was using relative force to move it yesterday. I'm gonna leave it like it is, right? So relative force is relative force. The other force is this, which is gravity. So my thought is, when he approaches a hole, I'm gonna send him hopefully into the air, but I don't know if this is enough to negate the exact same negative number. So we'll see what happens. I might need to double it or something like that. You thought you could make more with the idea you had. So is it do you think it's not enough, or that you try to make more but you're not able to? Or I'm a little bit lost. So Setzer, if you're here, yesterday I had a weird glitch where... Why did he stop? He's not moving. You don't think it'll be fun? That didn't stop a lot of people from publishing games, though. Right? Okay, so I'm really messed up here. Constant force equals this. I'm going to say no to this, but make this relative. Oh, wait. Sorry. Relative force equals that. This is going to be regular force, and I need this guy here to not do that. And then here, constant force dot force equals force, but then force equals math f. Oh, this is a vector 2. Vector 2 dot move towards current, which is force. Destination is 0. We'll do gravity. Should we do gravity? 9.81. That would make 1 second. This is a target, so it's vector 2.0. We'll say time.delta time for now. So maybe in 9 seconds, he would stop going up. That's a lot. Okay, maybe that. Like, it's too simple and not sure what to do to make it better. I'm still probably publishing, just not finishing to my standards that I'd like. Haha. Yeah, I think my last couple of game jam entries were not to my standards. But that's my fault. I didn't, I could have given it more time, but just didn't. Oh, here he is. Holy moly. He's flying. Okay. I did not get to see what happened there, so let's go with... Can I put the game right here? Yes, okay. Okay, so he didn't jump. But man, he is going to the left very fast. And his move speed is only 3 now, right? Force X. Oh, I want this to be relative force, right? No. All right, I'm going to change relative force. I'm going to call this gravity. right, so now gravity is stuff, and then I have regular force. And that's times move speed, and I'm pretty sure move speed for the xenomorph was just 3. Yeah, so if I make it 2, I hate if it's gonna be like too slow. Kind of launched that. When did he jump? Did he just kind of come back here? So he goes, does he go like launches the platform? That's so weird. So that I'm thinking the jump is not enough. So if I multiply it by 2, if it's grounded and there's a hole there, and I'm pretty sure the hole check still works. You like that? YouTube can be full screen and still have chat. So what is it? Does it overlay the chat? Or are you just seeing my chat? I don't know. Off to the side, I can have chat, right? On YouTube when I'm chatting with people. The only live stream that I seem to... That was a jump. That was a struggle to get up the hill. Okay. Where's he at? What's his issue? And the area checks. He is grounded. His toe is colliding. But his, well, that 2 is no longer strong enough to get over the thing. And neither is 3. 10 is. So what if I do have a velocity vector? Gravity 2. Velocity. Right? And then for the movement going left and right, instead of applying that to force, I'm going to apply that to the velocity. And then I'm going to say rigid body dot linear velocity equals velocity. And should I only post? Should I only apply that? No. I was thinking only apply that once when I'm here, but maybe I say at the beginning of this, velocity equals rigid body dot linear velocity, like that, and then I make changes and I apply it back. Will he move left? That is the question. is moving left. Yeah. Maybe the jump should be the force as well. The velocity. Let's see what happens there. So it seems like I got like 3 different forces that I can apply. Oh. Why is he bouncy?
Ooh. Yeah. I almost got Toast and Marshall to be somewhat...
Really?
Yeah. Toast was all the way down here at the step, and Marshall was not barking, but looking at it.
Down here? Marshall was out?
On the step before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he barked pretty loud this morning when he saw Toast in the kitchen this morning.
I don't know. He was okay when I was around. But I still don't trust him.
My daughter got a cat. The cat's name is Toast. And our dog is... I don't know. Okay, I don't know what that last jump is for. Oh, I don't have to restart. I can just hit the P button to kill him and spawn a new one. Okay, so he jumps here, and maybe that jump would have been that high. There, he just kind of just... I mean, clearly it's counting the hole there somewhere. It's not this, right? Like this would not be the hole. Like, I guess I can test that by filling this in. What is that? Oh, however, I should not have painted that as a solid. I'm not going to leave it that way. That needs to be a background. No, he's still, for some reason, detecting a hole to jump over. Can I Control Z all that? Yeah, okay. I guess I'm going to go like this. Just to make sure that this is what's going on, I'm going to do a const. Nope, I'm going to debug log. And just say like has front hole. Like that, and then just to make sure that that's the reason why he's jumping. Did I save it? Of course I did. It's my Unity project that I normally forget to save. But I always remember right after Unity crashes. Console. There's a lot of trues here. And that's... I'm going to allow that to collapse. And then I'm going to clear it. Yeah, so right there you did detected true. So where is the hole? Oh. The whole check, is it based off of the numbers that I changed yesterday to make it closer to the capsule collider? Like front check offset X and ground check offset Y. I want to add like the radius maybe. How do I add times direction? Okay, so I can add the radius to that. Where's my radius? 0.5. What's it called? Ground check radius. Hole depth check. So there's this, which I don't seem to. I do, right there. That minus that. That's half a unit and it's returning false. Clearly. Oops. Clearly. Just clearly. Nothing more. Right? Is it like when he's here, he's checking half a unit, which is one of these squares. Or rather, is it two squares? Either way, halfway down would be one whole square. So, is that false positive? I could believe it, like, if he's going up here and he kind of like launches this a little bit, and then like that one, it might have been enough to send him. But he's only like down here, like there. And it's not a sometimes thing, it seems to be. Bro, don't you jump all the way off there. It's like always. I didn't add any layers that I need to worry about. I'm just checking the ground layer. The ground layer in the area check is just solids. And he is not a solid. And this is a knot. This is a knot, the result of that. Didn't I not have... a relative point. I did. But that's the contact point. Could I be backwards? Front check offset X is a positive number. So 0.5 times check direction. And then down, ground offset Y, which is puts you right at his feet. And then I'm subtracting whole check. Is a minus another number? Whole depth check, is it a positive number? It is. So minus a negative number, which is this one. Ground offset check is negative, so that's almost a whole unit down, but it's not. Still shy, like 0.22. So if there's not anything there in the solids layer, then front hole is true. Do I just pull up on the hole then? The hole check? Like 0.25? I don't want him to have to, like, when he's going at a slope, I'd rather him go down the slope than kind of like just kind of hop down it. So I don't know if I want to do that. How do I draw a thing right there? I could do it like a drawing, right? On, but not on Onui. Okay, so let's do this. I will create a sprite and I will move it to the point where the hole check is happening. Right? And then I will know from for there. It's gonna be tiny. Can I use any of this? I didn't end up using this green explosion. New. This is just gonna be 8 by 8. Create. Gonna hide this layer, and then I want it to be a blue. And actually, oops. Save as. I'm in the UE, so that'll work. PNG, and I'm going to call this area check. It sounds really windy out there. If I lose internet, pray for me. I'm going to make this white because I can change the color of it depending on its status. So public, and I'll use the sprite renderer portion of it. I'm going to call this hole check sprite. You like using white like that? I do too. I kind of wish though that there were other like built-in blending modes when you change the color. I like doing overlay, which takes the gray 127, 127, 127 as your RGB values, and that is like base color. So whatever color you put on it, it is that color, as if it was like how the white works in Unity. But then anything that's darker than that will become a shade of that. Like if you had a ball that was gray, and the white and black portions of like the shadow and the highlights, like those would stay white and black, and anything in between would fade to your real color and then back. Does that make sense? If not, I can show you. Make a new layer here real quick. Can I just hit that button and just get a layer? Okay. And then paint bucket. Okay, where's my gradient? Is this it? Foreground to transparent? No. Nope. How do I? Okay, well, I'll just do this. Brink. And that. I'm on the new layer. So imagine this was a gradient, but I get somewhere in between here. Cool. And then another layer, and I can put the blue on it like that. And then if it was overlay, so the middle gray kept the original color, and then the brighter the color got in the background, the brighter the blue was that I put over it, and darker. So pure black is black, pure white is white, and that middle gray is the pure color that you put over it. I wish Unity did that built in. You can do it, but it's like a workaround. I have flags outside, they're probably gonna blow away. American flags. Okay, save that. Let's apply that sprite out here to make it a game object. That's a script, not a sprite. Okay, let's change that to be 32 and single, but I still need this sprite editor to move the center to here. So yeah, that's just the overlay blending mode. What is your problem? Missing sprite. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to call this, they're going to fight over it. Can I assign, I can't assign it in in-game object to a prefab's property. So what I need to do is go here. Drag this here. and it's a child. No. I can't. I don't want to do that because then if I mess up the math and it looks right, I don't want it to be wrong. Okay, so when this guy spawns that, I need a way to get it to assign that to the xenomorph. Unless the xenomorph does a whole check sprite, something like that. I'll make the xenomorph grab it, or this thing grab it. That was a sprite, right? A sprite renderer. So game object whole sprite equals, how do you find a, is it just game object dot find and then the title, the name of it? Yep, like that. And then if it doesn't equal null, say whole sprite, whole check sprite equals that. And then whole check sprite dot transform dot position equals is check position, and if has front hole, then I'm going to say whole check sprite dot color equals red. That's if it founds a hole. If not, it's just gonna, I'm gonna make it white. Bro. There it is. Why are you jumping now, like, all the way up there? Also, I can't see that. Whole check sprite, sorting layer, make it user interface layer. Yeah, it's definitely turning red there. See, there it works, right? Just right there is so weird, like... It's a solid. And it's like always right there. I don't get it. I do not get it. Let's hide this layer. What's back here? It's right here.